Class 12 Sociology Volume 2 Chapter 2 Cultural Change. Hi guys, I welcome you to my Schooling YouTube channel. We are going to discuss about cultural change in this session. What is cultural change? Cultural change refers to the change in customs, traditions, beliefs, lifestyle, behavior, etc. The impact of British on our culture, values, norms had impact or change on the cultural side. Change in aspects of daily life. We changed ourselves. We just modernized ourselves, westernized ourselves from our old customs and traditions. So this is how culture works actually. It works on people, it changes the structure, it undergoes the process under the organization. Now let's discuss about our social reformers. During British rule, social reformers wanted to change the social system in India, changing the life of women and Dalits, ridding of social evils which our society believed, ensuring education for women, etc. were the social reforms made out by the social reformers. Actually, those days, women were not allowed to go outside the house. Girl children were not allowed to get education. This is how our society was. They were made to sit at home. They were under the control of their father or husband or brother. Here I have shown you some of the pictures of Indian social reformers. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, one of the very important social reformers, he started the Brahmo Samaj. He abolished Sati Pratha, that is, those days when husband dies, the girl will be pushed into the fire along with the dead body of the husband. So this was abolished by Raja Ram Mohan Roy. The girl will not be allowed to live without her husband. He is also known for his efforts to stop child marriage. Child marriage was prevalent those days. Another social reformer, Dayanand Saraswati, he started the Arya Samaj. He was an Indian philosopher. He was the first person to give a call for Swaraj as India for Indians. Modern communication and transport. Now all of us are aware that the British only brought in railways and postal system. They modified the infrastructure of India. They made improvement in roads. Altogether our infrastructure was improved. It was for the betterment. Actually it was for the utilization of the Britishers. Somehow it helped us also. Infrastructure. Postal system and railways both benefited because the British used to transport goods and facilitate the easy movement. Indians were also benefited through the easy transport. They could facilitate the freedom struggle. Easy travel helped one move from one place to the other and also to know what happened all over the country. Why social reformers? Now a very big question arises in our mind as to why the social reformers came during the British regime and not during the Mughal period. The reason is that British only tried to change or shape the social system. Hence social reformers came into the picture. What was the role of the social reformers? A new organization was formed by them. Social reformers would hold debates and talk about important issues, what was happening in the country. Whatever was done by the British would be debated by the social reformers. Associations were set up all over the nation. As the social reformers were well educated, they would write in journals and newspapers about the debates or what has happened inside the country for people to get awareness. Social reformers set up their own association in their respective states. For example, Raja Ram Mohan Roy had set up an association in West Bengal. How new ideas emerged among the people. When colonial rule started, we were influenced in all respects or aspects of the life. This changed the relationship between mothers and daughters because liberalism and freedom of thought came into being. This changed their outlook of life and relationships. Change in lifestyle. Furniture and interior design of their houses changed with the use of sofa and dining set and crockery. Actually, we Indians tried to copy the lifestyle of the Britishers. Whatever they were using, we tried to copy. We were very close with them and we tried to copy whatever they were doing. So our lifestyle also changed. As we discussed earlier that girl children would not be given education. They would not be sent out of the house. Very rich people sometimes used to engage tutors for teaching their children at home, particularly girl children. Social reformers debated whether women should be educated, and this led to formation of associations and writing in journals, newspapers, etc. For example, Jyotiba Phule. There was a difference in interpretation, growth of ideas, and gave them a better outlook of life. The reason that they kept the girl children without education is that they will be deprived of their rights. They will not be aware of what has happened in the society. To put them down in the society, this was done by the male people. Our society, Indian society, was male chauvinistic. So there was a crucial role by the social reformers. Ranade and Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar focused on widow remarriage, but they had different approaches in it. Ranade, widow remarriage. We must treat the differences accepted by the Vedas. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar asked men to obey them. The reason that when she gets remarriage, those days it was very difficult. When her husband dies, she has to remain throughout her life like that, without education or without the means of livelihood or without her capacity to go out and earn. She had to remain under either the help of her father or her brother or somebody else. A male has to take care, but she will not be married again. So these were the difficulties that women were undergoing. So this was sought out by the social reformers, widow remarriage. That was very difficult those days. So there were many social reformers who believed on similar issues, debated on similar issues and aspects of life, but they had different approaches to it. Major cultural changes were to Sanskritization and Westernization. Sanskritization. We have already come across these terms. Lower caste copies the lifestyle of the upper caste without changing the culture, giving up of non-veg and becoming true. Gap between upper caste and lower caste has rescued. Lower caste started wearing the sacred thread and this antagonized the Brahmins. So when do these lower caste people try to copy the aspects of the upper caste people? Sanskritization, when does it happen? When upper caste people are more in a locality and the lower caste people are fewer in number. So desanskritization happens when the Dalits are in majority in a place and they don't feel to copy the upper caste culture because they are majority in that particular area. They are more in number. They need not copy the aspects of the upper caste people. Upliftment of status gives better job opportunities and these are the positive aspects. And upper caste people, they feel very superior as they are being copied by the lower caste people. So the gap between the upper caste and the lower caste has been reduced and they started the negative aspects of British like including dowry, child marriage, etc. Position of the Dalit women worsened. What is Westernization? Copying or imitating of Western culture such as values, beliefs, food, clothes, etc. Copying by Indians mostly in terms of behavioral patterns. So here we categorize the Westernization into three categories. Primary, those who came under direct influence or contact with the British. For example, officers who traded with the British people. They were in closer contact with the British people. So they are placed in the primary category. So the style of life or the way they speak, their attitude, their dressing sense, everything would be copied from the British. Now the secondary category. Those who came under prudent contact with the Britishers but came in contact with the primary level. For example, spouses, family. Slowly family life would be westernized here also. So here comes the tertiary category of people, those who never have any contact with the British people, those who were remotely in contact with the British. For example, we can say the rural people. They have just seen the Britishers, that's it. They have no contact, closer contact with the Britishers. So what is the Western way of thinking? Freedom of thought. In Indian society, we never had this. Whatever was told, we have to abide by that. We never had to think on our own. Whatever is told by the elders or the family head has to be abided by the other family members. But in Western way, if you see that, this will not happen. Everyone had an individualistic approach. So freedom of thought, social reformers tried to uplift women, particularly the status of the Dalit women. Liberty. Individualism became important. Every individual has to take up their own decisions. They were not dependent on anyone. So besides the change in their attitude, the way of life, their aspects, everything changed. It was copied from the Britishers. Food changed, clothing changed. Here, besides change in behavior patterns and customs, etc., there was a change in art and architecture also. For example, Raja Ravi Varma was the first to paint a nuclear family. Those days, they would paint only joint families. Raja Ravi Varma was the first person to paint a nuclear family. That is, father, mother and their children alone. So the westernization reflected in architecture also, in parliament buildings, houses and railway stations. So here I have shown you the picture of Raja Ravi Varma. Two ways of thought. Western thinkers started thinking like them. Example, the way they treated women. Here in Indian society, women were not treated equal to men. They were suppressed. But in Western countries, if you see, men and women are treated equally. Western practices were influenced by their beliefs, food, customs, way of speaking, etc. General conflicts between generations were prevalent in the society. So children, we have come to the end of part 1. I suppose that you have enjoyed my video. You would have understood. Make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe to my Schooling YouTube channel. Subscribe and click the post notification. You will be notified every single time. If you have any questions, please do ask in my Instagram. Thank you.